Okay, before you start laying out your pattern pieces from your freezer paper, you want to press your fat quarters right sides together. There are multiple reasons for this, and you will see this as we go on. So, this is what we're going to be using for strapping. We will be cutting that out later. Here is the lining fabric. There's two ways of cutting out your pattern pieces. One way is you can even take a permanent Sharpie because you're not going to see any of the lines. Because remember, we're drawing on the back side of the fabric. Oh, reason number one. And you just want to trace around your pattern. I'm doing this very quickly. You can take your time and get a much more accurate line. Once you've traced your line, you can remove the freezer paper and then cut out your two pieces of lining. As you can see, right sides together. I can see I've got a little bit of the salvage showing here. I'm not going to worry about it because on the lining we're going to have a full 1/2 inch seam allowance. That will cut that off. So you can remove the freezer paper and cut the two pieces.
We did press on the freezer paper.
Oh, it doesn't take but just a few seconds to just press on the freezer paper. When you have that shiny side down, it sticks pretty darn good. So, if you want to skip the part of drawing the line out, you can take your scissors and just following these are not my good scissors. Yep, they're folding. They're folding. Okay, we've all got a pair of these, don't we? They're folding.
All right.
But you get the idea. We will just cut it out. If you cut a little bit bigger, it's not going to hurt anything.
You can always trim.
You can always trim later. You just don't want to be cutting it smaller. And you just keep going around, and you will do that with all of your pieces. Now this is how I laid out the fins.
Let's open this up.
And you can see that's right sides together.
Yep.
I put these pieces so that the waves on the fins go this direction, up and down. You can put them whatever direction you want, or you can use a non-directional fabric and place them any way you want. And, okay, we're gonna put that fin up and down. I'm not going to mention we argued about that one a little bit earlier, and I just won.
Yes, you did.
The belly of the fabric. With the fat quarter, you can actually do two separate halibut bags by placing your belly fish this direction, and you should be able to turn it and get a second fish. But that's if you want to make a second one. This kind of helps save on fabric. Also, direction is not important. So you don't need to worry about salvage edge, grain lines. Just place it. You can even put a large flower right in the center if you're using a case faucet fabric. Would be a good one to do that. Where you can just lay it out to where you want. The top of the fish has been ironed, and the head fabric. There's actually enough fabric left here to make the strap with later. And no, not enough for the lining, I'm sorry. But you're gonna have plenty of this left over for little doodads.
Okay, so now we're gonna cut out all the pattern pieces.
Yes.